Nigeria need more builders, not influencers. This video is inspired by what Inyagboeji said about the fact that Nigeria needs more builders. And I'll break it down like this. That is 100% correct. But to really understand the context, let's take it this way. Every society needs two people: influencers and builders. We need the two. But the thing about it is that I'll say the barrier of entry for an influencer is kind of easier than a doer, because now let me break it down. If you look at history, we've had influencers from people like Fela Kuti, Martin Luther King, people who speak, who sell their dream, who tell you the dream they want to achieve, but they never got to achieve it. Even when they try to build one or two things in achieving, when they try to build structures in achieving what they plan on building, they still ended up failing. Going back to the idea why building is kind of harder, because influencing, sometimes you don't need a lot of, even in as much as you need to plan when it comes to anything, but influencing and talking sometimes flows generally. You need a lot of knowledge to be able to influence, and to really sell a dream, you need influencers. To make people believe that a better world is possible, you need influencers. To make people believe that you can make the best out of this world, you need influencers. You need people who will just talk, and capture people who will sell dream to people. And that is what that is what we have in abundance in Nigeria. We have a lot of influencers. We have a lot of people, who are talking, selling dream. We have a lot of people who are influencing people, driving people into the way of doing things, into ways of doing things, new ways of doing things. And we have the doer, people who just build. Some people are the doers. They don't talk. There are a lot of people who are on social media who don't talk, but who build a lot. Aliko Dangote hardly talks. He's on, a few times he has granted interviews with the media. He's just building. Look at the Rockefellers and the JP Morgans of this world and the Cornelius Vanderbilt of this world who built some of the structures in America. They were more of builders, though obviously they still spoke, but they were more of builders. Sit down, build the structure, fail, build again. But the only downside about being a builder is that when you start building and you fail, if you don't keep going, it's as good as not trying at all. A typical explanation of being a builder is when they say, like the word Burna Boy says, that if you don't succeed, how would they know you succeeded? If you don't succeed, how would they know you tried? That's how to explain a builder. A builder can be building in silence for a very long time, but if he doesn't get successful, there's no way, there's no proof that he even tried anything at all. But when it comes to influencers and talkers, they share every part of their journey. They talk. So it's very difficult for you not to appreciate influencers or talkers or, people that spread ideologies. It's very rare not to even appreciate them in the littlest of form, because they are loud. They make their relevance by the number of people they can communicate to. And the whole icing on the cake is to be an influencer and to be a doer. Those are the kind of people that get more relevance in the world. That's part of what is making Elon Musk. That's what is still making Elon Musk still as relevant as possible. He talks and he does. So I think for Nigerians in general, it's quite important to build. Now, a lot of people that are influencers will say, okay, I've done this, I've done that. See, influencing is the art, in as much as an art, but it's kind of easier. You can practically document your journey and just grow, and just learn as you just do things by action. But as a doer, it's much harder. That's why there are less people doing it. When you try some things and you don't have passion for when you try something and you don't have passion for it, when it fails, it's hard for you to come back. And that is what every society needs. Every society is truly a reflection of the builders, the doers, what they are doing. Influencers sells dreams. Talking sells dreams. Talking sells what can be. Talking amplifies the symptoms. Talking talks about the cause, but it is the doers that actually, create lasting solution, because it's harder. It takes a lot of grit. And I'll just end this video with this quote, where they say, the common quote where they say, give credit to the man in the arena. It takes a lot to do. Even talking, when you are talking and you even talking the negative or saying things that are not very substantial, some people still follow you. Even look at when there are a lot of people who don't think, who don't have a structure to how they talk, and they just talk and people just fall in love with them. But for you to build is much, much harder. So I think for any Nigerian or any African or anybody who wants to achieve great things in life, it's much important to do things and build, because that's not only what will cement your legacy, but it will have a very high domino effect in the society. Let's keep doing, let's keep building, and also if we can influence, let's influence. It's best to have the best of both worlds. Thank you.